Thanks for the introduction. That's me, not looking my best. That is Hackney. It was supposed to zoom in from outer space, but we didn't quite get the technology to match, so there's still a challenge to be beaten. This is us, that's the town hall. We've achieved an 87% sustainable mode share. That's 52% walking, cycling, public transport, and about 13% of our trips are made by drivers. 65% of our residents don't have access to a car, they're car free. We've achieved, since COVID, a 4.3% reduction in car mileage and traffic, and we've achieved since 2017 a 49% improvement in air quality. Now, we can't claim the benefit for all of that because some of it was what the mayor did with the ULEZ, etc. But it gives you some idea of where we're going in London, We do have one problem though, and it's on our main roads. 44% of the traffic on our main roads is simply passing through our borough. It doesn't stop there. It comes from somewhere else and goes somewhere else and is clogging up our roads. So that is our major challenge now, is how do we deal with the main roads traffic? If we are looking at connectivity, we don't see our problem as connected vehicles so much as connected users. Because as I said, 87% of the people we deal with every day aren't using a car, they're getting around sustainably, so there's our issue. Okay? If we're going to have connected vehicles such as Waymo in the borough, we have two problems. The first is that we've got a climate change objective, and the second is that TfL have a 27% traffic reduction target, which we are all obliged to meet as the boroughs. So the big question for me is, can we get more sustainable transport and also allow autonomous vehicles into our borough? Do we manage connected vehicles so that they only reduce the mileage that is done in the borough by cars and that they enhance the safety case? Those really are two big issues. It's enhancing the safety case, which we absolutely must do, and then how do we do this without throwing our climate change and TfL's objectives and targets out of the window? It's got to reduce the overall amount of traffic and the overall amount of mileage that's done every year. If we're going to look at connectivity, then our priorities are going to be pedestrians, cyclists and public transport, probably in that order. Over half the journeys in Hackney are done by pedestrians. And so what we want to be able to do is pick up where pedestrians are coming to a junction and there's a mass of people waiting at a set of traffic lights, change the traffic lights so that the pedestrians can take priority and get across the road quickly, avoid a big build-up of people on the pavement. We also want to be able to do the same at junctions with cyclists and allow platoons of cyclists through junctions safely and give them priority where there's more of those than there are car vehicles sat at a road junction. We also, in the future, want to look at bus rapid transit. We see it as probably the future of public transport in London. It's not something that's really widespread at the moment, but we're talking about enhancing the public transport experience. And we've seen in Europe, bus rapid transit is really a good way of doing that. We think we need to do that in inner London as well. We've started off on a small basis with connectivity and smarter travel, etc., and integration. We've got the AirAware web tool, which highlights air quality data and tells you when there are bad air incidents happening. We've started to look into dynamic curb management for real-time logistics and micro-mobility. We're also looking at public health data and integrating public health data in terms of it's the environmental impact that's done by changing modes, etc. So those are three of the things that we're looking at on a small scale, really, compared to some of the things that have been done, say, in Teesside and other places already. We absolutely need to join up our network. Our network consists of TLRN, SRN and Borough Road, so we need to merge the three. We also are only a small part of Inner London, and we need to think about what our neighbours are doing and coordinate with our neighbouring authorities as well. So there is a need for collaboration and rolling out software across the area and across the authorities that are involved. We're open to strategic pilots, and we want to volunteer. I'm standing up here today because I want to volunteer to DFT and TfL if they're in the room. Talk to us. We're prepared to run pilots. We're prepared to try and test some of this technology and be a test bed. This is a case study. We have 19 low traffic neighbourhoods in our borough. We have a housing management team which manages a massive estate of council housing who do not have exemption from our LTNs. What we want to do is be able to talk to our transport systems to our housing systems to the stocks and stores and private providers of boilers, etc., join them all up so that we can maximise the efficiency of the housing system, but also minimise the impact on transport and also minimise the number of journeys they do across the borough between the housing estate, the stocks and the housing offices. And we all win from that. So if anyone can come up with this system and come talk to us, because we'd love to buy it if someone's got that or thinks they want to develop it. And lastly, we want to collaborate. We're here so that you can find us, so that you can talk to us, to have conversations, to learn what's going on in the room and in the space. This is my first time at this conference. I've never done it before, and I'm new to all this, so I'm learning. And I'm only going to learn if you come up and you talk to me and tell me what's going on, because we're here as like a sponge. I'm going to soak it all up. And basically, we're here to demonstrate. So if you want to demonstrate pilots in this space, if you want to talk about bus rapid transit, AVs, connectivity for deaf pedestrians and cyclists, come find us. Myself and my contact, Constant, are in the room. Put your hand up, Constant. We're here. I'm here today. Constant's here tomorrow as well. Come find us, talk to us. We don't bite people's heads off. Okay, I think that is me. Thank you for listening.